Hey guys, Jeff here, and I'm going to share with you how to share your testimony on social media. You know, Jesus was all about going to where the people are. Think of the woman at the well, think of all the times they went into the synagogues, or even found Zacchaeus in a tree, right? So there are lots of ways that we can do that today, even now. But one of them that we want to make sure we don't miss is social media. It simply is where people are right now. Recently, I saw a message where the teacher was asking, if somebody looked at your social media profile, would they know that you love Jesus? And one of the simplest ways that you can share your faith on social media is to share your testimony. So if you've never done this before, take the time, write out your story. And I'm going to give you a simple framework to use from the 1 Minute Witness. And it simply breaks down your testimony into 3 different sections: before Christ, your turning point, and then since then. So to write out the before Christ section, you can simply say, there was a time in my life when, fill in the blank. Think in terms of what was your life like before you knew Christ? How did you feel? What are some adjectives that describe that? What are some phrases? Maybe it's I was lonely, I was scared, I was afraid, I was hopeless, whatever it might be for you. But take the time, think about what was your life before Christ, and put it into a few phrases that you can share quickly. So then there's your turning point. So in that section, simply write, but then one day, and then fill in the blank. What was that moment like for you? What was it? Somebody shared the gospel with you for the first time. The Lord spoke something. Maybe you even heard him. I don't know. But share that moment, that life-changing, that Damascus Road experience that you had. And write that out in a way that you can clearly say, this happened in my life. And then from that say, how did you respond to it? What did you do in a response to that moment that turned your life to him? And then in the last section after that is you put, since then I ... fill in the blank. How has Jesus impacted your life? How has responding to the gospel shifted your life in a way that addresses some of the things that you struggled with beforehand? So once you've written it out, simply take the time to record it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Use your phone. Don't make this a big production. It doesn't have to be super high quality. It really is simply you capturing and sharing, this is what Jesus has done with my life. This was me before. This is this moment that shifted my life. And since then, really what I want to express to you is you should never underestimate the power of your testimony. It can impact people in a way that nothing else can. I always like to think of it in this way. There are great evangelists. Think of Billy Graham. Think of you name the person, the great speaker that you might have. Your testimony can impact somebody close to you in a way that they can't. I heard a great quote that says, your story is the key that can unlock someone else's prison. And I think that's true. I think there is power in our testimonies. And I think we should never underestimate it, So let me give you just a quick example from my own life. If I were to do this, I would simply say this. There was a time in my life when I was scared, I was hopeless, insecure, and I longed for a purpose. I was so wrapped up in myself and gaining other people's approval. I was grabbing a hold of anything that would make me feel valued. But everything just left me kind of feeling empty. But then one day, someone shared with me the love of Jesus that I'd heard 1,000 times before. But that day, it became personal to me. For the first time, I heard him say it to me. And for the first time, it didn't feel empty. So I said to him, Jesus, if this love is for real, then I want all of it. I want to give my whole life to it. So I began this journey of walking with the Lord, listening to his voice through the ups and downs, through the trials, and through the celebrations. It's been a journey, But since then, I found the best friend that I could ask for, and a love that never leaves. It never makes me feel empty anymore. I don't feel alone anymore. I don't feel hopeless. And he has invited me to be a part of sharing this love with the whole world. So that's a quick 1-minute testimony from my life. And, you can totally do this. This is nothing that's out of the realm of what you can do. Don't think of it in terms of, man, I gotta share my testimony. Really, you're sharing a story. You're sharing the most important story of your life. How you were lost, you were broken, you were struggling, and the Lord didn't stay distant, but he came and he impacted your life in a way that's transformed your life, and now you get to share it with those around you. So today, I encourage you, take the time, write down your testimony, record it, just a couple minutes, put it on social media, and let the whole world see the way Jesus has impacted your life.